Welcome to the Daily Dish with New York Times bestselling author Leanne Ely. Putting vibrancy back into your everyday life and feeding your heart, mind, body, and soul. Join us every day at 1 p.m. Eastern for Motivational Monday, Tuesday's Tip, Wise Woman's Wednesday, Thirsty Thursday, Food Fight Friday, and of course Q&A, where no question is off limits, and Soulful Saturday. Here is your host, Leanne Ely, and the Daily Dish.
I am live. Oops, I forgot my ear thingies. Ear dealios. Hey everyone. Come on down to Chinatown. Hello, Catherine. I wanted to say hello. You win. Hi everyone. Good to see you. Good to see you. You ready for today? It's Wise Women's Wednesday, y'all. It's my favorite time of day. Hi, Sarah. There's Amber. Who else is in the house? Go away, Siri. Siri just popped up. I just want her to go away, so, okay. Anyway, everybody, welcome. It is Wise Women's Wednesday. I got a couple of good things for you. You know, one of the things about packing, and you can if I gave you a good scan of this room, you'd say, what is going on here? Well, let me just tell you something. I have got this place broken down. We're about halfway packed, maybe a little bit more than that, this house, and we're not even closing till the 21st. So let me just tell you something. Little by little does the trick. Consistency. It's the thing. Hi, Gwen. Hi, Anna. Hi, Juanita. Good to see everyone. Thanks so much for popping by. I've got something really exciting to show you, too. Who wants decaf? The decaf tea just came in, and let me tell you, I didn't even announce it. We already have a bazillion orders for it. This stuff is going to go fast. So if having our Wise Women's decaf tea is your thing, get it. This is my bag. This is my bag. But grab it because I'll tell you, it took us 4 months, 5 months maybe, to getting it. I'm telling you, crazy town. I want you to find get your decaf tea and get it today. That's all. We don't have much, and when it's gone, it is gone, and we're gonna have to wait another 4 months. So grab it for gifts, and while you're at it, grab the skincare for gifts. Our skincare is still in the house. We still have a few left. You can find that at savingdinner.com/skin, and we have gift certificates. It's Christmas, y'all. People are gonna want gifts. So go to savingdinner.com/gift for your gift certificates. You can put any amount in there, and they're adorable. You can print them out, fold them up, put them in a nice Christmas card, and they will be appreciated. They can use them for anything, dinner answers, digital products, or any of our supplements, any of our teas. We have 2 teas. So one is the regular and the other one is decaf. I'm gonna be trying the decaf today, just cause. And it's $1 more because it's, there's a water process that happens, and we just lifted that charge and just threw it over there, but it's still a screaming deal for 100 bags. Are you kidding? Hi, Mimi. Good to see you. We also have InflaCrusher. That's our big supplement of the week, and all you have to do is put 4 in your cart, and the fourth one will be free, but you just put 4 in now. I believe that's how it's done. Jenny, correct me if I'm wrong. Anyway, we've had some cart glitches lately and a few things that we're trying to straighten out. Thank you so much for your patience. I promise you, we stay in contact with you. We gather our chicks. We don't let you just flounder out there wondering what the heck is going on. We take good care of you. There's my girl, Joanne. So cheers. Here's hot melt mix. Here's to Wise Women's Wednesday. This is when the wise women gather together and we become even more bold, even more wise, even having more of a voice in our lives, because this is the Daily Dish Show, by the way, where we put vibrancy back into your life. If you felt like, the vibrancy has just disappeared, I'm going to give you one little piece of advice here, and I feel qualified to do that. We have to start looking at ourselves as heart, minds, bodies, and souls. So often we just get locked into one thing. When we don't treat ourselves as the whole woman, then there's neglect happening. And we treat ourselves like the whole woman, and then we're going to start seeing different things happen. And it raises the bar. It raises the vibrancy level. It makes us feel whole again. Whole. Hi, Kimberly. Good to see you. So, and I've told you our little pinkies up, wise women's cups, you know, what is it? Our mindful mug, pinkies up cup, whatever you want to call it, almost gone. And we've got new ones on the way. They're yellow. Wait do you see them? Darling, they are so cute. And we're going to have this next year. That's one of our goals. We're going to have really cute mugs in the store. But right now, these are, you know, these are collections. So collector's items, can I say? Of course. And you know, somebody asked me about InflaCrusher. They were asking me about this. Do you know that, well, first of all, InflaCrusher is curcumin, and it's a pharmaceutical grade. That means that it's bioavailable. Doesn't just go in your gut and then you pee it all out. No, it goes into your gut, bypasses all of that and gets right into your intestinal tract. Do you know what this means? This means that it's available, bioavailable to your body to do the work that it's supposed to do, cooling that inflammation down. And we've got so many people who are all about InflaCrusher. I mean, they get it on the regular. Every single month they're getting their InflaCrusher. It works. I use it as instead of Tylenol or Advil. If I've got some kind of an ache or pain going, I go right for the InflaCrusher. If I have something like my hips are hurting or a joint pain or whatever, InflaCrusher. It's amazing. And it also saves your liver. And let me just tell you something. If you go to PubMed and you put in curcumin, it is one of the most researched natural substances on the planet. There's plenty of research to support how effective it can be. So go grab it. If you put 4 bottles in your cart, you're only going to be charged for 3. That's a screaming deal. Amen. Somebody just said, it was Darla with the hot milk mix. Cheers to the hot milk mix, exactly. This is when we do it. Check out our fantastic little quote of the week. Whatever you're not changing, you're choosing. Read that again. Whatever you're not changing, you're choosing. This is from Anonymous. I mean, hello, is that a cosmic 2x4 or what? It's a cosmic 2x4. I'm going to tell you something right now. This is the thing that I know about this, that we oftentimes make decisions for our lives that are actually choices. Choices are decisions. Decisions are choices that put us in the direction we don't want to go. And if we do it oftentimes enough, if you read Atomic Habits by James Clear, he says if you do it twice in a row, you're starting to create a new habit. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. Don't do that. And if we're aware of these things and we stay present with our lives and we are instead of just allowing things to happen, we're actually correcting things. We've got our time blocking sheets out. We're fixing things. We're making sure that we're living our lives on purpose. The whole thing changes, doesn't it? I've got about 10 people right now that I could tell you to go take a look at their posts in the Hot Melt Sprint group. Go see Joanne's. Go see Sarah's. You know, go look at their posts and see what are they doing that's different. They're present in their lives. They're present, they're doing. When you're present and you're doing, you're getting the results. Shampoo, rinse, repeat. Amazing how that happens, isn't it? So one of the things that I have been doing this week, I've told you this, I've been, getting all of my little ducks in a row, getting things cleaned out. I've got a big heap of stuff that needs to go to the Salvation Army. I've got some stuff to go to Habitat. You know how it is. You're cleaning out, putting things away. And I have a hot to trot little tip for you if you are moving, and that is to use liquor boxes for your glassware and your liquor and your, anything with bottles. I get a whole ton of them. I make Mark get them for me, of course, but I put wine glasses in them because they've got the dividers already. And I don't even use tissue. Just throw them in the thing, seal it up, put glass on it, and it's a done deal. It's so easy. Do you like that? I hope you like that. This is the way it makes life so much easier. I also did it with, I had olive oil to put in there, salsa bottles, did it all that. Did it with, we had some liquor bottles and stuff, did it with that. Isn't that so good? I thought I would share that with you just because if anybody's moving, well, it's a disaster. It's always hard. And when I was cleaning out, I have a big closet over here, and I was cleaning it all out and putting things in boxes and sealing things up. This is going to go into storage. This is going to go into my office. It's fun to do that, right? Well, sort of. When I say fun, I'm saying that in a loose way. But I found an old journal from 2013. And I started looking through it, and I went, man, there's some good stuff in here. These are just things that, as you're listening, I might have been listening to a podcast. I might have been, I don't know, but I've got all these notes in here, and I wanted to share them with you. And today, in particularly, I was looking at how does one recover from a setback? And to me, a recovery is a discovery of finding something that doesn't work for you, or having to adjust, or having to fix something. That's what we're going to be talking about today. And I just want to make sure that, we're all on the same page, that we're all getting this. And by the way, there's going to be notes all about this tomorrow in tomorrow's newsletter. So if you're not getting our show notes, all you have to do is go to Saving Dinner. You'll get a little annoying pop-up. Just fill it out anyway, or find the little sidebar on the page. You can find a little sidebar on the page, and you can do it that way. We will send you our newsletter every single day, and it will have these notes from today's show. So you get them the next day. But they're really helpful, and there's always, we might have a recipe in there or a tip for you, whatever it is, but that's how you get it. So make sure you're getting your show notes, because rock and roll, man, they work. So, and by the way, we're sprinting on Monday. Who's with me? Do that. Go to savingdinner.com/sprint to go get the webinar to show you how to crush it. And there's 8 million little handouts. The guide is there, the food diary is there, all the stuff that you need in order to make this really, really work for you. Complete support system right there, okay? So go check it out. savingdinner.com/sprint. There you go. Now let's get into this whole recovery idea, how we can recover without losing our grip. Because we have two ways of going through when things fall apart, when things don't work out, when it's not a perfect day. God help us all, right? If it's not perfect. I have a tendency to do that too. I'm a recovering perfectionist. We all have this tendency to do it. My whole thing is get your workout done first thing in the morning, before you start the show, so you can have a shower and do all this, and this makes sense. But every once in a while it doesn't work, and I just want to throw the baby out with the bathwater. Well, it's just not going to work. I'm not going to do it, and blah blah blah. Well, that's ridiculous, because I can still do it. Yeah, I'm going to have to take, I'm going to be all sweaty and makeup's going to be running, but so the heck what? The point is you can go back, you can reset, and you can start. There's two ways of handling when you have a setback. There are two ways of handling a setback. The first one is that you step it up, or the second one is that you allow for the setback to take you down and quit. That's it. Or beat yourself up, or get into a funk, or spend all this time complaining, or doing everything except saying, I'm going to recover and go over here. Think about Tigger for a minute. Everyone, Winnie the Pooh, what does Tigger do? Tigger bounces, boing, 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 boing. That's what Tigger does. We can be like Tigger and bounce, or we can be like Eeyore and just walk around with that big cloud over our heads. And Winnie the Pooh characters are life. Winnie the Pooh characters give us a good synopsis on how we can handle our lives. How do we handle things that come our way? The way we handle one thing is the way we handle other things. Have you heard that before? I have 100 times. But I'm going to tell you right now, When it comes to, especially when we're trying to lose weight and doing these things and we get a little frustrated, we're going back and forth and back and forth. There's a little bit of a cha-cha going on, 2 steps forward, 3 steps back, and it feels like I just can't get in the groove. Well, I'm going to tell you right now, consistency is always your best friend, but there are times when consistency just doesn't happen. Something comes up, you know, somebody, you get a kid who's sick, or you get a parent who needs extra attention that day, or something comes up, your freezer breaks, or you have a pipe break, or something happens. Something happens. Anybody have that happen to them? What does that setback mean to you? If that setback means to you that means that you just can't do it, then I'm glad you're here, because I'm going to show you how to step it up so that you don't quit on yourself, because that's, at the end of the day, that's what we're doing. Because it wasn't perfect, because something came up, because there was, you know, whatever, I can't do it. No, you can do it. It just means that today it's a little bit of a you-know-what show. So what? Welcome to life. Life happens. We have to deal with things. When things happen, we deal with it the very, very best that we can. That's all we can do. That's all we can do, because things will come up. Now, it's up to you to make the determination if it's valid or not. Is this truly something that has come up and is a problem? If it's just you making excuses, get on that. Get on that. But also allow yourself enough grace to say, I can recover from this, you know? I can recover from this, and I can also recover from my stupid excuses. I can recover from this when I make a decision that there's just not valid. So what I'm talking about is stuff that is valid. What I am talking about is the stuff that gets in the way, that shows up, and that just makes you say, drop everything, you're now on this. And it just disrupts everything. It happens. So how do we do this? Well, number one, your decision to bounce back is your decision to bounce back, because everything is based on a decision at every point of every aspect of your life. Underline that. Every aspect of your life is decided by the decisions that you make. Are you going to just shut up and put up? Are you just going to make excuses? Or are you going to rise to the occasion and handle this situation and then get back into the swing of things, get back onto your program? Or are you going to allow it to say, see, I told you it's never going to work. You're never going to lose the weight. You can't do this. You're a loser. You're always going to be fat. You can't do anything right. And then on you go with the negative feedback loop that we remember that we've been trying to dismiss forever and ever, because it's no longer true. It's a belief system that maybe we've had in the past, the one that we talked about yesterday on how our belief systems kind of dictate the way that we go, and how we need to dispense of the certain beliefs that bring us in that are bringing us down. Because if they don't translate into your today life, they have no business being there. It's clutter. And we have to declutter our minds as much as we need to declutter our backsides and our homes. If we don't declutter our mind, if we don't declutter what's here, we're not going to get to the place where we get to the place of getting the things that we want in our lives. And that includes being able to be consistent, because you will get thrown off every once in a while. I promise you, even sometimes more than you think, more than you want to. And you can always go back with a full-blown analysis. What just happened here? How can I prevent this? What can I do to make a difference? How can I realign this? How can I reschedule this? How can I construct this in such a way that this won't happen again? Now, of course, when we're in the place of dealing with things like a broken pipe, or, you know, the dishwasher leaked all over the floor, that happened to us yesterday, by the way, you know, whatever, you deal with the thing that you need to deal with. It's just part and parcel. This is what we do in life. But when you go back and you understand that decision is everything, and everything is traced back to your decision making, then you understand the difference between this happened and this is just an excuse. Okay? That's number one. And number two, you got to step into action. You got to move on. You got to get over it, because this is what's going to create the resilience that you need in order to bounce back again. So important, because this is what I say. When I say to you all the time, and I do, that you will not believe how your life changes when you start to believe in yourself and when you start to put this stuff into action. You're going to find something inside of you that you never knew you had before. You're going to find a resilience, a toughness, a stick-to-itiveness that wasn't there before. Or let's just say that it was asleep. Because I'm only here to poke you. I'm only here to stir your pot and to say, come on, girlfriend, you can do this. And the reason that I tell you this, and the reason that I believe so strongly in this, is because I've done it myself. I've got all these journals talking about all of this stuff all the time, because we have to stay into the place of possibilities. When we stay into the place of possibilities, suddenly all of the stuff that tries to hold us back, circumstances, people, comments others have made, whatever it is, don't matter as much, because our determination, our resilience, our tenacity, our persistence, our being with the community of people who love and care about us and want to see us succeed, that's a much stronger voice than all this other stuff. Number 2 is you got to focus on the future. You know, our focus determines where we're going to go with everything. We've talked about that, haven't we? You're welcome, Joanne. I'm glad to poke you. And I'm glad to poke all of you. When I poke you, I'm poking me right back, believe me. You know, this is for all of us. But this is the whole thing. Our focus is going to determine what our destiny is. So what you think about expands, we know that. What you focus on determines your destiny. If you're focused on a problem, you're going to get perpetual problems. But when you're focused on a solution, you're going to suddenly become the most creative living being on the planet. You're going to come up with all kinds of ideas. And you're focused on a future that's rich, a future that's a vivid vision of what your life could look like, a future that sparks desire, that sparks this thing inside of you that says, you know what, I can do this. It's going to be hard. I might even have a struggle with it. I might not be successful every single day, but I want that. And you burn with that desire. Vicki, you're welcome. But Vicki's also thanking me for a poke. I'm happy. I'm happy to poke you. But this is the stuff that creates the lives that we want to live. This is the stuff that creates the vibrancy in our lives that make our lives worth living. And it also creates purpose down the road. It also gives us a mission, and it gives us a feeling that, yeah, we are here on purpose. Yeah, God put us here for this reason. And yes, I can see how my life is touching so many others. There is a ripple effect in your life. What kind of a ripple do you want? You know? What kind of a ripple do you want? Number 4, close the past. One door closes, another opens. Remember that. There is, you know, people, you always hear this all the time, you reap what you sow. There is an up and a down. There is a balance, always a balance. So when we're looking that we got to close the past up, and I say it, take a step further, look for the lesson from the past and utilize the lesson into today and into your future so that you don't repeat it. Because the only reason why we put stuff on repeat, you know, of just keep doing the same crazy stuff over and over again and expecting different results, you know that quote. The only reason that we do that is because we haven't extrapolated the lesson from the experience and used that to change what it is that we're doing. In order to do this, though, you have to be present in your life. You cannot be living on automatic pilot. And you know that Bruce Lipton, the biology of belief guy, he's a doctor who wrote this book about how our beliefs affect everything. He says that 95% of us are living a life on automatic pilot. And you know this. We all know this. We get in the car and we drive, and then all of a sudden we think, oh my gosh, I don't even remember how I got here. You just automatically drove because you were in the back of your mind going over your negative loop or whatever it was that you were thinking about without getting anywhere. You know what I mean? How about that? We do this without getting anywhere. So when we close the past, we extrapolate the lesson only. The lesson, what am I going to learn from this? And the lesson needs to be something from this, like this. It's like, that person hurt me. What can I learn from that lesson? It's never that I need to shut myself down from all people because they're all horrible and they're all going to hurt me and I'm going to live as a hermit. Those are not the lessons we want to learn. We need to learn caution. Be careful when you open yourself up to something or whatever it is. But there is a deeper lesson, always a deeper lesson. And if we would just be wise women and start extrapolating the lesson from the experience instead of just shutting it all down, we're going to get ourselves to that next level of living, to that place of vibrancy, to that place of having the juicy, yummy life that we want. It really is the truth, because they're there to teach us something if we only look for the lesson. And then the last one is that I have for you is to believe in yourself, lovely. Believe in yourself. You have to keep going down to the granular level of why the heck you're even here. Go down to the very microscopic level of when you were a little egg in your mother's womb and how a sperm just happened to catch you and create you and have you be a part of this family. That's in and of itself is a miracle. And then you were born, and then you were in the family that you were in, your family of origin. Well, what does that mean? I don't know. It could mean that it was a complete crapshoot and it was horrible, and that there's a bazillion lessons to be learned from that you can take to create something that's going to show people how to live their lives. I don't know. Or maybe you're going to, if you see yourself from this perspective that your life in and of itself is a miracle, that you even got born in at all is a miracle. And that every single day that you go into your life, you have the ability to create miracles for other people and for yourself as well. That's vibrancy right there. That's vibrancy, because we are no longer living by our past experiences and letting them beat us up. We're no longer worried about the future, but instead anticipating and excited for it. And right here, presently today, we can recover from anything that gets in our way that causes us to stumble. Good stuff, right? Who's with me? Who's with me on this? Who wants to recover that easily? Who wants to not get stuck in their past garbage and instead say, you know what? It happened, I recovered, and here I go. I've got this. Who wants that? Jerry, you're so welcome. I love you guys so much. And I know what it feels like to feel just so defeated. I know what it feels like to feel like, can I do anything right? And I'm going to tell you right now, you do so much right. You do. You do so much right. Focus on the right. Focus on the good stuff. Focus on the beautiful life that is ahead of you. You want that, Mimi? Grab it. It's yours. It's for the asking. It's for the asking. We recover. Have you ever been walking? Let me give you an example. You're walking along, you stub your toe, and then you almost fall. You don't fall flat on your face, but you were close. You done that? Or have you done it where you tripped and you fall flat on your face, your dress goes up, and everybody gets to see your underwear? You ever done that? I have. But you recovered, right? You recovered. And you can do this with anything in your life. When you make that decision, I recover. I discovered that I can recover, and you can recover quickly if you decide to. Quitting is not an option. Not for us. No, we don't quit on ourselves. Pinkies up. We never quit on ourselves. You have the option at any point to raise the bar in your life, because a rising tide lifts all boats. Is your boat in the water? Are you ready for this? Are you ready to live your life on that level? Every time you fall, you can rise. Every time you're disappointed, you can say, okay, that was hard, but you know what? I'm worth pushing forward. I'm worth recovering from this. It's not going to hold me down, because wise women don't let anything hold them down. Wise women have voices in their lives. Wise women make plans, and wise women follow through because their lives are worth it. Who wants a vibrant life? Who wants this? because you're not going to do this perfectly, but you can do it excellently. And excellence simply means we recover quickly. I'm ready for this. I am ready for this, and I'm ready to do the sprint on Monday. I hope you're coming with me. This is the last one of the year. What if we do it full out? No excuses. We put everything that we can into it. We plan for it, and we get ready. What if we did that? Who's with me? Who is with me? Pinkies up, lovelies. I have to tell you something. I love you and I appreciate you. Thank you every single day for showing up. It means all the things in the world to me. It really does. And you're everything. Don't forget, get your decaf tea, because I'm telling you, flying out the door. It will be gone. It will be gone before the end of the month, for sure. It might be gone before the end in 2 weeks. Marla can barely keep up on the orders either. We have very little of this. Grab it while you can. Grab it while you can. And I have to say, I appreciate the fact that you show up, you put your pinkies up, and you're on purpose. You're on purpose. And that vibrancy is yours. Claim it. Amen? Pinkies up, lovelies. I appreciate you all. Peace be with you. See you tomorrow. Bye.
Thanks for watching. You can find us on YouTube on the Saving Dinner channel or on the Saving Dinner Facebook page. Check back daily for new episodes, Monday to Saturday at 1 p.m. Eastern. If you missed the live show, you can watch the replay. Until next time, pinkies up.